Most of us remember a teacher we had in school, one that touched our lives, helped us become our best selves, and gave us something to carry with us into adulthood. This month's winning Class Act teacher has been doing that for nearly 30 years.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. You're about to meet Tami Hjelm, who teaches choir at Northview Middle School. But first, you're going to hear a testimonial from a parent and grandparent of a child that Mrs. Hjelm is currently teaching, one of many of their kids that she's taught over the years. This is all part of our Class Act promotion, honoring those teachers in our area that are making an impact. Take a look. We're back in the class as another Class Act nominee has been, well, revealed. It's Tami Hjelm.
Her enthusiasm, her love for music when we'd go watch the children in their choir concerts that she put on, and she's in charge of the 7th and 8th grade, so a lot of students she has to corral together and bring together, and her ability, her God-given ability to be able to make that all come to life for all the students to be their very best. She brings out the very best in those kids. And the joy that she has in doing it, it's in her voice. It's in the way she teaches. It's how she wants those children to be the very best they can be, because she is herself at her very best at teaching. She lives it. It comes from deep within Tami. She's got so much life in her, and God has blessed her with that gift of music that she shares it in such a beautiful way to each one of the kids. And she reaches them all, different personalities. And when she gets them all on stage, it is so beautiful. And we sit there when we listen to all the kids throughout the years, listen to all the kids sing. It's such a beautiful piece of art that comes on stage, and she makes it happen. It's in her voice, it's the way she walks, it's her whole demeanor. She can't contain it because it's so much in her. And so when they're in her classroom, it's just a big bubble of joy. And she wants them to bring out the very best of their voice and the very best of who they are and how God made them. And she just has that gift to do that to each of the kids. And each of my children have just loved her.
When their grandpa and I came to the concerts and saw the enthusiasm that the kids had and the quality of singing, to get kids that age singing, to me, is a miracle. That's all I can say. This woman showed up at the church that I joined 3 years ago, and she sings, and I get chills, and I say to myself, how did this woman not have a career for herself? She chose to work with kids. That's the miracle. And so I am dedicating this scarf to her, because that's what she does. She changes the cocoons to butterflies.
Makes them fly.
Yes.
That's a special gift.
Yes. That's what she's done.
When I decided to become a teacher, that really wasn't not what I set out to do. I set out to be I was a performance major because I am a singer. So I set out to be a performance major, and I decided halfway through, I'm like, I should probably maybe think about being a teacher in case the performance thing doesn't work out. That's really what I was thinking at first. I really did not think I would be a teacher. So I finished my degree, and by that point I had done some work with some students. I was working, you have to student teach and student assist, and kind of got to know, and I always liked children. I was a babysitter when I was very young, and but I still didn't really quite know. But when I graduated, I'm like, I'm going to try this teaching thing out, see what I think. But what I said was, I do not want to teach middle school. I love the high school. I'm like, this is going to be where I'm going to be. Only thing I don't want to do is middle school or junior high back then. Well, lo and behold, I applied over here at Northview, got hired right away for the middle school. So I'm like, all right. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to do this for a short while, get my foot in the door, and eventually I'll get into the high school. I'll get some experience. And 29 years later, here I am. Teachers weren't really valued. They used to be. Way back in the day, it was like, oh, you're a teacher, wow, But then for a while it got to be, oh, you're a teacher, oh, you get insurance, you don't work in the summer. It was kind of that kind of thing. So I think it's working its way back to be a little bit more appreciated, especially since COVID. But really, I think it's hard because a lot of teachers can't make a living just being a teacher.
Now, Plan B turned into Plan A,
Yes.
right? You became a teacher
Yeah.
and been doing it now for nearly 3 decades.
Yeah.
So the question is, what kept you in the job?
The kids. I love the kids. I do a thing called Capturing Kids' Hearts, which I'm sure if you've been doing this, you'll probably hear a little bit about it. And I'm all about capturing their heart. Because if I can get their heart, they'll do anything that I'd like them to do. The kids just ultimately, they want to please you. All kids really want to please. But if you don't make that connection and that relationship with them, sometimes it's hard to get them where you want them to go. I want them to be the best version of themselves. And they can't do that if they don't feel safe, or if they don't feel loved, or they don't feel cared for. So if I don't get that right away, my year will be down the toilet. But I get it every year because it's my goal. I greet my kids at the door every day. So I can see how they're doing. Hey, I can tell when they're not feeling their best. And then maybe I don't call on them today because I can tell they're not feeling great. Or the days they come in and that you can tell they don't feel good. You can see these things. And most of my kids will tell me, Miss, I'm not having a great day because I greet them at the door. If they all come in and I don't greet them, I don't know where they're at. I don't know how they're feeling.
When it comes to, we can't wave a magic wand and double your salary, as I would like to do. And what do teachers need today? What would help the most today?
I think support from your boss, which we have here. Jerry Klikotka he supports his teachers. Support definitely helps. Obviously, the money was great. I think not putting more things on teachers' plates, because that's kind of what's happening is they give us more and more things to do, but no extra money.
No compensation.
So you're here, I'm part-time. And I'm still here most days till 3 o'clock. Full-time teachers leave at 3 o'clock. So it's like, and then I go home and we got more work to do.
Sure.
So I think we just need more time to get things done and don't keep putting stuff on our plates. But ultimately, when you go into teaching, you don't go into it. You know right ahead, it's not for the money. So it's people that love kids and want to help build the next generation. There's no feeling like getting kids to learn something amazing. You can't find it anywhere. It's just, your whole body just is tingly when my kids sing and they get this beautiful chord and they look at you like, that light bulb, I guess a lot of people would call it, right? And for my kids, it's like they get the chills because that chord just melds. There's no feeling like that. And no amount of money is going to give you that. It really won't.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
We're, of course, giving you this $100 check.
So exciting.
Would you buy yourself some tea?
Oh, I might, in my new cup.
There you go, in your morning mix cup. And of course, we want to encourage anyone watching this, if you know of a teacher like Mrs. Helms, like Tami, who does this every day, day in and day out, and they need to be recognized, make sure you're checking out fox17online.com and get them nominated.
I'll tell you, it feels so good. It feels so good to feel like somebody really appreciates what you do.
We do.
Thank you.
She's an amazing person. If you know one of those, if you know a remarkable educator who deserves some recognition, get them nominated at Fox 17 Morning Mix Class Act page. Each month, we're going to highlight an exceptional educator making a difference right here in West Michigan. Just go to fox17morningmix.com. Do that now. You can nominate your favorite teacher, current or past, and watch the Morning Mix at the end of the month to see these inspiring educators' stories and their impact on our community. Of course, a big thank you to our segment sponsor, Michigan Education Savings Program.